He heard about a woman who organised the selling of organs and contacted her. When he was escorted to Istanbul to sell a kidney for $3,000, afterwards he felt cheated.
In Matter of Facts, we will explore how Moldova, Europe's poorest country, ended up in such dire straits. Despite being on the wealthiest continent, Moldova faces enormous economic challenges, political instability and widespread corruption. But how did this small nation, once part of the Soviet Union, fall so far behind its neighbours? Europe is known for its wealth, advanced economies and modern infrastructure. But hidden in its eastern corner is Moldova, the continent's poorest nation. Nestled between Romania and Ukraine, Moldova struggles with poverty, political instability and economic dependence. How did a country in Europe, one of the richest regions on Earth, end up in such dire circumstances? In this video, we'll explore Moldova's complex history, economic struggles and the hopes of its resilient people. This essay delves into the complex factors that have contributed to Moldova's economic struggles. From historical events to modern-day challenges, we will explore how this small nation has navigated its way through adversity. Interviews with Moldovan citizens provide personal insights into the impact of these economic issues on their daily lives.
I can't pay my bills. I can't afford even an ice cream for my children. I make 30 lei per month. I can afford bread, but not meat.
The streets and marketplaces of Moldova tell a story of a country striving to overcome its obstacles and build a better future. Moldova's poverty is evident in its economic indicators. It has the lowest GDP per capita in Europe, with a figure of just $3,685.26 in 2023. Unemployment is high, particularly among young people. Many Moldovans struggle to afford basic necessities, and the country suffers from a lack of infrastructure and investment. The harsh economic conditions have driven some Moldovans to extreme measures. In some cases, people have resorted to selling their organs to make ends meet. With promises of quick cash, many are lured into illegal organ trade.
When he was escorted to Istanbul to sell a kidney for $3,000, afterwards he felt cheated. They cheated me. They didn't pay me very much. First, we bought the house. Then we paid our debt. And we bought firewood to heat the house. Then I bought a bicycle and some other things we needed for the house. All the money simply vanished.
But even those who avoid such drastic measures often feel they have no choice but to leave the country. Nearly a third of Moldova's population has migrated abroad in search of better-paying jobs.
28 de ani. Sunt de 3 ani venit aici la Paris pentru a munci, pentru a-mi câștiga ceva, pentru să-mi pun deoparte pentru un viitor. Mi-am găsit și am niște ore de menaj, niște ore de repasaj. Am 3 doamne la care muncesc zilnic, pâine de toate zilele.
The remittances they send home account for more than 15% of Moldova's GDP, providing a vital lifeline for families struggling to survive.
Nu, fără dânsul nu, fără banii hotare nu. Când era Uniunea Sovietică.
However, this migration has left villages eerily empty, with schools half full and entire communities hollowed out. These challenges are intertwined with Moldova's history, which is marked by Soviet domination and political instability. For much of the 20th century, Moldova was part of the Soviet Union, known as the Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic. During this period, Moldova's economy was heavily centralized and focused on agriculture. The transition to a market economy proved difficult, and the country faced immediate economic hardship. Independence brought about not only economic challenges, but also political ones. The country was plagued by corruption and weak governance.
Cauza că până când va fi conducerea iasă, tot așa ar fi. Am ales odată tot așa, și am ales a doua tot așa, și tot așa, și tot așa. Dacă ne-a ajutat și om intra în Europa, probabil că s-a schimbat.
The withdrawal of Soviet subsidies led to a decline in industrial output, and Moldova struggled to find its footing in the global market. The early years of independence were marked by hyperinflation and economic instability. The situation was further complicated by the emergence of a separatist movement in Transnistria, a region with a predominantly Russian-speaking population. The conflict in Transnistria, which erupted in 1992, had a devastating impact on Moldova. The war resulted in significant loss of life and displacement, further weakening the country's already fragile economy. Transnistria declared itself an independent state, though it remains unrecognized internationally. The presence of Russian troops in Transnistria continues to be a source of tension and instability in the region. One of the most significant obstacles to Moldova's development is widespread corruption. Transparency International consistently ranks Moldova among the most corrupt countries in Europe. This corruption discourages foreign investment, undermines the rule of law, and erodes public trust in government institutions. Ordinary Moldovans suffer the consequences as corruption diverts resources away from essential services such as healthcare and education.
A lot of people suffer from chronic diseases without any possibilities of having them treated or being operated on, because most of the expenses must be paid by the patients themselves.
Despite these challenges, there are glimmers of hope for Moldova. The country has made efforts to align itself with the European Union, signing an association agreement in 2014. This agreement aims to promote trade and cooperation between Moldova and the EU. The EU has provided financial assistance to support Moldova's reform efforts, particularly in areas such as governance, justice, and the fight against corruption. The elderly woman recounts her life of hard work, and the farmer speaks of the unpredictable nature of his livelihood. Many Moldovans, particularly those living in rural areas, struggle to make ends meet. Their daily lives are a testament to their strength and perseverance. In these villages, people often rely on subsistence farming and small-scale trade to survive. They face limited access to healthcare, education, and job opportunities. Clinics are often underfunded and understaffed, making it difficult for families to receive the medical attention they need. Schools, while a beacon of hope, often lack the resources to provide a comprehensive education. Stories abound of families forced to make difficult choices, such as choosing between putting food on the table or sending their children to school. These decisions weigh heavily on parents who want the best for their children but are constrained by their circumstances. The sparse dinner table is a stark reminder of the sacrifices they make daily. Children bundled in winter clothing walk long distances to school, driven by a desire for a better future despite the harsh conditions. It faces significant challenges, including poverty, corruption, and regional instability. However, the country also has potential. Its people are known for their resilience and strong work ethic. Moldova is blessed with fertile land and a tradition of agriculture that could be revitalized. The key to unlocking Moldova's potential lies in good governance, the rule of law, and a commitment to tackling corruption. Moldova's journey since independence has been fraught with difficulties. Since gaining independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, the country has faced numerous challenges that have tested its resilience and determination. While it has made some progress, it remains the poorest country in Europe, grappling with the legacy of economic hardship and political instability. The transition from a centrally planned economy to a market economy has been slow and painful, leaving many citizens struggling to make ends meet. The country's future hinges on its ability to address these challenges head-on. The youth of Moldova, who are the future leaders, are eager for change and are working tirelessly to bring about a transformation in their homeland. If Moldova can overcome corruption, strengthen its institutions, and ensure that the rule of law is upheld, it will pave the way for a more stable and prosperous society. The fight against corruption is crucial, as it has been a significant barrier to progress and development, and create a more favorable environment for investment. The country can attract both domestic and foreign investors. This will lead to job creation, improved infrastructure, and a better quality of life for its citizens. The government must focus on creating policies that encourage entrepreneurship and innovation. It has the potential to turn the tide and offer a brighter future for its people. Education and healthcare reforms are also essential to ensure that the population is healthy and well equipped to contribute to the nation's growth. With the right strategies and a united effort, Moldova can rise above its challenges and build a prosperous future for all its citizens. Moldova stands at a crossroads. As Europe's poorest country, it faces immense challenges, but it also has the potential for transformation. The question remains, will Moldova seize the opportunities presented by its geographic and cultural position, or will it continue to struggle under the weight of history? Time will tell, but one thing is clear, the people of Moldova have not given up on their future. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more stories about the world's most unique and overlooked nations. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.